Hey guys, Type here bringing you a 2v2 today. We're on Alliance of Defiance. Now today's spawning in the south we have Dr. Jekyll playing as Soviets, as Terra, Guard Rifle Combined Arms, and NKVD. Teaming up with him is PutPut dash or Sa the Vile. I'm not sure which one is supposed to be the actual name, so we'll just say PutPut from here on out. Also Soviets who has Shock Rifle Frontline, Guard Motor Coordination, and Combined Arms. As I'll feature them in the north, we have Olvadi as Ostheer, who has Fortified Armour, Blitzkrieg, and Storm. And finally, Toad in a Sandwich, who has Breakthrough, Fortifications, and Grand Defensive. In terms of rankings here, range team for the Allies, they're around rank 150. Random team for the Axis, Olvadi in the 30s, Toad in a Sandwich around rank 90. So I'm trying to go for a bit of an ambush, hiding behind this shrub. Didn't really work out too well. Stalling out there for the moment. MG getting some nice suppression going over here. Eyes closing in to try and chase away these conscript squads. And now successful. Stone Bias tried to round the corner again, but got beat down pretty badly as they attempted it. Now they're going around the long way. Going to come around the corner here. Let's go inside the building, getting very low. Cycling in with these Stern Bias. They do a lot better with this kind of building setup. But still they are quite badly outnumbered. Eventually going to get forced out. Wow, no retreat there, and you can see in a missed input retreats the full health conscripts. Ouch, maybe a bit of lag there for Dr. Jekyll or something, I'm not entirely sure, but it's a bad loss in the early stages like that. Olvadi has done a pretty good job on the other side of the map though, holding on to the fuel quite nicely.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
More reinforcements arrive. They do manage to cap the fuel, but going to be hard for them to hold on to it here. Medics coming in now for Dr. Jekyll. Machine gun coming back onto the front line for Olvadi. Okay, it's going to be the battle group for Toad in a Sandwich. Battle phase about to pop for Olvadi.
Our headquarters has been improved. We can now build light mechanized infantry.
Oh, the engineers, that was a very close call. Nearly 2 losses in the early stages for Dr. Jekyll, trying to push that flamethrower squad so they could maintain control of this building. Just coming onto this side, but usually there's not like an extra window on that area of the building, but because it's been destroyed, an extra squad can fire out of there.
Aufgepasst. The command vehicle has converted to a static building. Battle promotion!
Double conscripts holding the fuel though. But so far the Axis definitely have had better fuel control overall. So it should mean they're a bit faster to the light vehicles.
This piece of dirt is ours now.
Oh, did PutPut lose a squad as well? No, just a 3 conscript build. Trying to bank some manpower, maybe some guards.
20mm mortars are now available for deployment. Guard rifle infantry
And that
squads can
probably
now be
explains
called to fight for
why
the motherland.
PutPut has had a hard time against Olvadi. Missing 1 squad of conscripts for combat
Enemy is
engineers can make it
taking our
tough.
territory.
Telemine attempted, but cancelled. MG repositioning to cover the conscripts through the center here, and we do have a heavy mortar first, which is quite rare. And probably not recommended, I would say. Because the Axis have had pretty good fuel control. See, Olvadi can already start the 222, so by the time PutPut gets enough for some guards, 222 could already have done quite a lot of damage. It's a little bit of a risk. Olvadi could have maybe even got this out a tiny bit earlier. Did go for the med bunker first, which is something you can delay. Frees up a bit more manpower. Oh, Flamer out the back goes down. Airborne guards do manage to recover it, but yeah, some big losses early on for Dr. Jekyll. Having a tough go of it in the early stages. This is like textbook rifle nades country. Doesn't go for it though. And 222 on the field now. Looks like PutPut did manage to squeeze in the guards. And roughly the same timing though, so it doesn't take a whole bunch of damage from the 222, but it was a possibility. And chasing away all of these units with that 222. Conscripts don't have anti-tank grenades yet, and not taking them either. Got the guards on the field now though, so should be able to keep that at bay. We've got the flak half track coming out for Toadner Sandwich also. Bit of damage there from the guards. Machine gun not very healthy at the moment. Be in some trouble if it takes a heavy mortar shell. Probably already has, that's probably why it's low. Suppression kicking in there from the flak half track long range. As the Stern players to win this very easily. Could either retreat there for Dr. Jekyll. No point in bleeding manpower if you're not moving an anti-tank gun into position or something like that. Let's hit those early retreats. Yeah, Dr. Jekyll in a tough spot. We're going for those airborne guards. Ooh, there we go. Big shot from the heavy mortar. Two big shots back to back even. And that does force away Olvadi's troops. Goes for Panzer Grenadiers next. This is coming in for Dr. Jekyll to rebuild those combat engineers, while things are going quite slowly for him at the moment. And the Axis in a very good position at the moment.
Anti-tank gun is ready for action.
B-Green's not being brought into the action yet though. And Allies finally getting control of a fuel.
AT gun is ready for combat.
Neither of them have got their tier 3 structures down yet. But, you know, they can go for a whole bunch of team weapons. Try to push straight for tier 4. We've seen quite a lot of that lately. And that's looks like that's what they're attempting. It seems to be working for the moment.
MG-34 gun crew ready for action.
Made onto the sandbags. Good amount of health damage done, but oh, look at that return damage from the heavy mortar. P-Green's though getting in with the flank. See, he's maybe considering going for the grenade, but doesn't have the munitions for it. And the P-Greens get not a huge amount of damage done there. We're probably hoping for a couple more model kills. Flak half track under threat from the Zis. Does have the Raketten guarding the flak half track, but as we know, not really at any risk of a light vehicle. Ooh, close call. Does survive though. Sounds like the airborne guards also have the PPSHs, so you want to stay at long range. The STG folks there. And this barrage forcing back the team weapons. So now Dr. Jekyll breaking through a little bit. It doesn't manage to suppress, but they are very low in health and skating by that mine. Oh, there we go, hits another mine. You could maybe make a read of this if you're Toto and Sandwich. Like, okay, I've wiped 2 squads. They've gone for airborne guards. Is this? They probably don't have enough manpower. Gone for tier 3 and to push out a light vehicle, especially once you see the machine gun as well, so you need to like adjust your strategy to suit that. Next tech truck coming out. Olvadi going for a second machine gun. Generally pretty good against the guards, but pretty weak
MG42 team is ready for action.
against the heavy mortar and this barrage. Looks like it's going to be a somewhat forwards shred, maybe covering this cutoff. Back after rotating across to the centre a bit more. Want to keep it mobile. Away from those anti-tank guns. Ooh. Ooh, that was a very close call. 222 does survive though. And they push forwards. Fair propaganda deployed on the team weapons out the back. Backup track coming in from the side. But those PPSH airborne guards are just shredding. And the Folks Grenadiers are getting cut to pieces. Here they go. Doing a Sandwich trying to do a little bit of damage as they back away from the Zis. And this is slowing them down. Well, flare ups. This barrage onto one machine gun, the other one though in the center. Making some heavy mortar shells. Oh boy, the P-Greens come in from the side and they get the decrew on the Zis. And Olvadi doesn't have an anti-tank gun at the moment. Maybe he made the read that his opponent wasn't going for a tier 3 vehicle. So there's this steal, even though he had to pick it up with the P-Greens. Going to be very, very nice. So nice flank with the Panzer Grenadiers. There was 2 flanks. The second one leading to some very nice results. Running it all the way back to base though. Maybe not necessary. 3 models. Basically full health on those models, so only really get 1 extra model, and could be quite helpful to kill the sandbags here. Would have meant that machine gun was a lot more effective in that fight. Now that sandbags have a much higher target size, you can rely on them killing the sandbags quite quickly. Makes a big difference. Good dodge on the grenade there, very quick reactions from Olvadi. Green's going to work on the conscripts. It's suppressed now, so they're barely doing any damage. The one guards are waiting there, ready for ambush. Got some Obers out now for a Totem Sandwich. Pretty close. No, it still hasn't done Panzer authorization yet. First tank is what I was going to say. And in spite of the allies having a really rough start in terms of fuel control, they're going to be the ones getting to the medium tank first. Dr. Jekyll, T-34 in production. Axis a tougher go of the fuel control for the last few minutes. Line shutting down the flanks this time. The fuel for as long as possible back there. It's the Vet 1 ability from the airborne guards calling in that suppressing plane. They got the flamethrower as well. Ober's not safe inside the building. managing to steal that away. Tank gun though left behind. Could be at a little bit of a difficult situation. Could drop a couple models here, but we've got the T-34 arriving. Kitten's a little bit further back. Bring that forwards now though. Double Faust could be a threat for the T-34. Toad's not going to go for that here. Trying to soft retreat. Heavy mortar continuing to do some big damage. Vet 2 already. T-34 coming around the side and Kitten under some pressure. You have a Faust. Not going to go for it. Kitten setting up for another shot. The flak. Trying to protect from these conscripts. All these units very clumped up. Their heavy cover's gone now. Need to retreat. The Kitten under a lot of pressure, does survive though. The flak half track saving the day with its suppression. And the T-34 very, very low. Gonna stick around with it though. I think from that amount of health it could even die to a Panzerfaust, so it would be very, very close. Looks like it's below quarter. Straight tier 4 for Olvadi though. That's why we haven't seen a tank from him yet.
Defensive smoke now available for
PutPut
Armour.
going to go for the T-34 85 first. Olvadi locking in to a commander with the elephant is a possibility. And goes for the Brumbeer first, so it looks like it's going to be Brumbeer elephant for Olvadi. Just one anti-tank gun though, might struggle a little bit against T-34 85. That flamethrower on the guards is just so strong for Dr. Jekyll. It's helped out in so many different scenarios. Recon plane up from Olvadi as soon as he locked into that commander. Maybe wanting to set up some flanks. Is this inching forwards for the T-34 85 out the back there. Sides against pushing forwards any further. We do have guards there. So is this going to go through the center a bit more? Machine gun sets up at long range on the guards. Here comes the Brumbeer. Interesting grenade, slightly more onto this side of the door. T-34 back up to full strength. I wonder what Dr. Jekyll's going to go for next. Ooh, that was a big hit. It's going to be S-35. Oh, another T-34. Interesting choice. Do have a Panther coming out soon for Toad and a sandwich. And they're on the field now. And is this in a nice position to hit the 85? Rebuilds this though for PutPut. Connecting. Couple shots. There's this missing. Into the wall. Oh, that was a monster hit. A lot of health damage on all of those squads. Now we've got the quad out from PutPut to counter the recon plane. Good enough of that. With this barrage clearing out the weapon teams over here as well. Makes us all of a sudden on the back foot. Let's see if that Panther can turn things around. That heavy mortar continuing to hit hard. 12 kills now. 222 going to come forwards. The T-34-85 is on crew repairs at the moment, so can't assist, but the Zis was moving across in this direction. 222 does survive. There's the Panther, but it looks like it took a Zis hit already. One guy's trying to grenade the Raketin. It's inside the building over here. Just a little bit out of range. Panther not particularly good against units inside buildings as we see there. Having trouble clearing that out. And it is going to be the SU-85 for Dr. Jekyll, so it's going to be a good counter. He cancelled that second T-34. Good counter for the Panther. Putting a sandwich, meanwhile, going for the third tech truck. So maybe looking for the walking Stuka next, which makes a lot of sense. These team weapons, pretty big issue for the Axis at the moment. The Allies took on a lot of territory control. This is in a very nice position to shut down the Brumbier immediately. Brumbier coming forward again. And he's nearly got down to the T-34-85. And a well-timed retreat. PutPut saw that coming. A little bit of pressure on the LMG Grenadiers, and the Zis out the back and some good hits going. And the Brumbier coming forwards. But look at how far away the back three models are. So far away from the gun, the Brumbier doesn't do very much damage to them at all. Good spacing, or lucky spacing on that for PutPut. Never hit Vet 2, but it's very close on the 222. Once it gets the extra sight, that's going to be very, very helpful. The recon planes are kind of off the table with the anti-air for PutPut. And the SU-85 for PutPut as well. Some attack rounds, maybe hoping to catch the SU-85. It's one shot over there. And they're getting in close. This time there's this models are not so well spaced. Drops that very, very low. Maybe the Grenadiers can finish this off. Can't dodge away, but the models carrying the gun drop. And there we go, decrewed engine damage on the T-34-85. Is this over here at risk, but the anti-tank gun on the back also very low. Trying to just kill this off with the Brumbier now. It's not easy, and there we go, the heavy mortar actually does decrew the Zis out the back, and the Brumbier having trouble finishing off the decrewed Zis. Panther took a lot of damage there, nearly went down. SU-85 getting repaired up now as well. And the Brumbier does eventually fall. Oh, where's he going with this quad? Does manage to narrowly get through the arc. With the 222 being brought in here as well. SU-85 on the field. Brumbier and 222 combining. Quad's still alive. Oh, but the incendiary rounds finish it off. But the Brumbier doesn't back away, and the SU-85 finishing that off as well. Ouch. Oh man, the heavy mortar continuing to hit hard. Faust coming through, but it goes for the T-34-85 instead of the SU-85. So no engine damage. But that's a big loss for Olvadi. Was really relying on that Brumbier for the anti-infantry. Ooh, T-34 over here, very low. Panther coming through. What's he doing? I think he shot at the Katyusha. Good timing on the decro on the Zis. Never popped blitz during that entire sequence with the Panther. That's really bad. Could have done with the speed. Could have done with the reload boost. And the fair propaganda working here. Definitely slowing down the push of Toad in a sandwich. Okay. Well, the Allies, in spite of getting some good wins lately, still quite far behind on the VP counter. And with that quad destroyed, it does mean Olvadi can use the recon plane again. And has picked up a second anti-tank gun now to counter these allied tanks. Probably did need a second anti-tank gun as well to help protect the elephant once it does actually arrive. Just going to go for a barrage, clear them out of cover. Guards extremely low, go down to the overs. Comes a Katyusha barrage though. These double anti-tank guns. And the heavy mortar slamming down as well. Deep on the Zis. Going to clear the danger zone though. Out back for repairs again. The sandwich hasn't got another tank out yet. Another vehicle. The fuel control for the Axis has been really bad over the last 5 or so minutes. Would have liked to have had that walking Stuka out by now. There's loads of manpower at the moment as well. So a few options available. Another squad of overs might be reasonable. Making a dash for the DP. At the blitzing in this time. This will land 2 more hits. Or maybe not. The Raketin from downtown. Good snipe off there for Totem the Sandwich. Oh, lose a full screen again. No. Close call. They just left the DP behind though. Anti-tank guns coming forwards. Some big damage done. Heavy mortar. Probably going to return fire. Here comes a Werfer strike though. Heavy mortar set up. Oh, hangs on by a thread. Katyusha Raj coming back the other way, going for the double anti-tank guns, but they are alive. This is probably a reasonable timing for them to go back to base, heal up. Probably not going to be tank combat for a little bit of time, so this is a good opportunity to heal up and reinforce on those. Otherwise they will be vulnerable to getting decrewed again. And Olvadi does end up going for that Werfer instead of saving for the elephant, which is kind of interesting. Second heavy mortar, meanwhile, for PutPut, which is a very interesting call. And the blitzing in of the S-35 Raketin setting up here. One more shot from the Panther. Very quick decrew on that. But does snipe that off, and we've got double Katyushas back there that could very easily die as well, but Totem the Sandwich decides not to chase through. Missed opportunity there. That was 2 easy Katyusha kills, and he did know of their position. They were back there, they were barraging him. Only like 10 range away or so from where the Panther was. Probably would have been GG if both the Katyushas died right there, but I can understand, wanting to be cautious. Losing the Panther would be devastating right now. The walking Stuka on the field. Smoke / recon plane coming through. Werfer. Double conscripts. No dodge, but it looks like the Werfer strikes slightly off to the left, so it doesn't end up doing that much damage in the end. Oh, but the walking Stuka! That was a nasty hit. Well targeted. Heavy mortar outright destroyed and nearly took down the combat engineers as well. It was a devastating first walking Stuka. Oh, that was a really close call on the Fox Grenadiers. But they do survive, and it seems like Axis, after picking off both of Dr. Jekyll's tanks, Seem to be turning the tide again. A little bit further back. Out of range here. Here comes the Werfer strike again. Going after the other heavy mortar. Nearly gets it down.
Enemy forces are
Rebuild on the
securing
quad,
our
shooting down
territory.
those recon planes. They don't last long. Aircraft track under a bit of pressure. Stuka ready to fire. Panther blitzing in here. You have the Raketen out this side though. Avoids the anti-tank grenade. Conscripts uraing in. Panther getting in close here. And manages to block the pathing a little bit of the Su-85. Engine damage on the Panther now. Katyusha barrage onto a whole bunch of infantry. Will the Panther survive? Needs to bring up this infantry that's standing here. And threaten the decrew on the Raketen. Driving back and forward. Smoke down for toting a sandwich, but I think that actually hurts him rather than helps him. Panther trying to dodge away. T-34 coming in from the side. Oh, Panther's armor holding up. Raketen bouncing its attack round.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Is that an anti-tank grenade for the kill? Either way, the Panther goes down. Did take down the Su-85 as well though, and Dr. Jekyll doesn't have much left after that, but toting a sandwich really needed to bring up the infantry that was standing back there. Could have got the decro on that Raketen very early. Maybe save the Panther. Doesn't look like that walking Stuka hit anything there. We're up. There's a word for though. Maybe this will hit the heavy mortar. One for the center. Squad down? I believe so. But yeah, after Toten was losing that, he's quite far behind in PopCap now. I'm going to go for a Jagdpanzer next instead of a rebuild on the Panther. I think the Panther was doing fine. We have double anti-tank guns out now for Dr. Jekyll, but you know, does have the walking Stuka to counter those. And Olvadi not hanging around for the elephant either, gonna go for a Panther. Do have a Su-85 out though for PutPut. Oh, that was a nasty Katyusha barrage. Squad down. Just managed to decrew the Raketen, and the second squad goes down as well. Is that a second Katyusha barrage? No, just incredible Katyusha barrage there for Dr. Jekyll. I think. Is that on attack ground there? I'm not entirely sure. But that's a devastating loss. Both Volkskrieger down. These Katyushas. Yeah, like if you hear the rockets coming in, you don't really dodge away there. Script dying. Yeah, real shame that he didn't follow through and kill those Katyushas earlier. Now he's paying the price for that. Hold down on the Panther here. Health damage, but only one model down with that roof barrage. But yeah, held down does give the Panther 62 range, so slightly outranging the Su-85. This is a strong option if you're trying to hold a position. Ooh! And there we go. Cheeky stuff there from Totem Sandwich. The recon plane with the smoke bombs combined with the walking Stuka. And he gets revenge on those Katyushas now. It's interesting. That's the second time Totem Sandwich has kind of done that. The other time was over here. Kind of waits for a while after the smoke bombs as well, so maybe you're not expecting it quite so much. Can be a decent idea if you use like Control A and then like ping where the unit is just for your own reference and then follow up later on. So it's a cheeky move and it worked out really nicely. Double Katyushas. Dead. Panzer chasing in. Over's right there, need to throw off a grenade. Oh, they trigger a mine, but the Jagdpanzer does pick off the T-34 right out the back. Throws off a smoke grenade there. I think I'll be trying to nuke that with just a bundle grenade myself. So close to death already. But it looks like no attack ground attempts from Dr. Jekyll, so that does work for the moment. Here comes the Su-85 and T-34-85 from the other side though, and there goes the Jagdpanzer. Olvadi's troops through the center, missing quite a few hits here. Now putting in some damage. Taking some in return as well though. Stuka ready to fire up to Vet 2. Vet up so quickly. Those Katyusha kills. And another lethal walking Stuka brush. Rockets hammering away through the center here. Could almost be an idea for Olvadi to put like a command bunker down around here so he can keep these reinforced on the front lines. He feels like he's got the manpower spare for something like that. Because yeah, once he loses and gets these decrewed, he's in quite a vulnerable position. T-34-85 getting the kill there. Finishing off the decrewed Zis. Su-85 coming through to finish off the decrewed pack. Grenadiers trying to jump on top of it. Will it land? Yes, it does. So both anti-tank guns down for Olvadi there. Track under some pressure. Oh, Raketen. Okay, does survive for now. And through doing some pretty good damage. Over models were very clumped. Have to watch for that. Throw it back with the hull down active again. Oh, and the 85. Getting the wipe there. Pretty good rate of fire on that now. The high vet. There it is. Going to look for the Faust perhaps. Major damage on T-34-85. Su-85 blasting away at the Panther, but it's in that held down mode. So can trade. And that takes engine damage now. Walking Stuka. Panther all misses. That probably would have been the kill. Panther comes out and held down, popping the blitz, looking for the finishing blow. It wasn't quite enough. Needs one more. And gets it. Gonna go for the T-34-85 next, switching its targets. A little bit slow on the turret. No, gonna go for the Katyusha, in fact. Down that goes. T-34-85 coming in from the side. This is a bit risky. Here comes a Raketen from the other side of the map as well. Panther trying to get away. T-45 now could potentially go down. The Panther just plays it safe. Doesn't stick around for one last shot. Able to get away with that one. KV-8 meanwhile on the other side of the map. So we might have decrewed a Raketin over there. 6 model kills already. This is something that Todner Sandwich is not very well equipped to deal with, having lost all his tanks. KV-8 can be pretty strong. These anti-tank guns.
Send your orders!
Todner Sandwich does have a reasonable amount of resources though. Close to another Panther or a Jagdpanzer. Triple anti-tank guns now for Dr. Jekyll after getting that decrew and getting the steel just before. So whatever Todner Sandwich goes for, make sure it stays alive, which means it's probably a bad idea to go for a Panzer IV. Just die to the anti-tank guns too easily and wouldn't do enough damage to the reasonably high armor. KV-8. Build on Grenadiers for Olvadi, did lose a lot of infantry.
We have a fresh Grenadier squad.
Stuka getting the decrew on the heavy mortar there, it looks like.
Ready for action!
Doesn't have too much to worry about on this side, just the double T-345s. All Grenadiers could get the Faust off here. Panther coming through. Pack connects, and the Panther does as well on the move like that. Really good pick off there from Olvadi. Just coming back through the center. But the Allies have done a good job of slowing down the VP drain a lot. Rebuild on the Katyusha for PutPut. Oh, that was a pretty good Katyusha Bras pack. It's decrewed.
We have lost a pack gun.
I don't think I've ever done it before, but I wonder what happens if the pies apply a medkit. Might be a good idea there. Oh, what? They did not pick it up. Was that a misclick? Oh, he's in some trouble there. Here comes a fresh Panther though for Todner Sandwich. KV-8 did commit quite deep. Oh, another good walking Stuka. There goes the Raketin in the center. Switches over to the 45mm gun. We've got a Zis back there. But just one, maybe freshly planted mine. No, it's just weird looking terrain. And the Panther just going to chase all the way through here. One more shot. Abandoned though. Oh boy. Panther drops the artillery. Looking for the finishing blow on the KV-8, gets it, and backs away. It was a daring move from Toad, diving in like that, but you know, did destroy one Raketin through the center. Only one potential snaring squad as well, and that was back at base, so the only thing that really could have hurt him there was hitting a mine. Looks like he was happy to take that risk. It paid off.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
But yeah, the Allies actually holding on to the majority of VPs at the moment after taking all these losses.
The enemy has 300 points remaining.
Axis though are also losing a bunch. You know, that Zis over here that Olvadi just built already did. now. Recon plane up in the air. We do have that quad. Shoots that down very quickly. Comes the Werfer now. And a walking Stuka. And that's a lot of damage. Werfer hitting Vet 2 now. It's got the cooldown bonus. Walking Stuka, 36 kills. Steady performer. Back after X still alive. A risky position though here. No, looks like everything's focused on the Panther. She's taking engine damage now. But yeah, really good number of kills on that. 52. Impressive to keep it alive this late in the game. Interesting, a second T-3485 from PutPut. Very risky. Double Panthers on the field now. Has managed to get that Raketin that was in the center just before. The Panthers, a bit of assistance from a Grenadier, getting a quick decrew on the Zis. Doesn't quite have enough anti-tank to really fight against the Double Panthers here. Maybe the S-35 would have been a better choice. And it's a big pick-off. Running back into the Katyusha rockets with that Grenadier squad. So far none of them are hit though. Olvadi gets a little bit lucky. After making a bit of a move, but takes a good chunk of damage. I think that's the first time I've seen him pop Panzer Tactician. Hasn't really been necessary so far. Most of the time. Going for the Katyusha kill, but this time Dr. Jekyll was wise to the recon / smoke plane. Dodges away with the Katyusha. Just surviving. Good hit with the Werfer as well. Oh, is this the end of the flak half track? Quick activation on the smoke. T-34 gets one attack round, but it does not connect. Suppressing plane coming through. Ober's dodged to the north. Oh, that's the bombing strike. Whoa. Panther diving in here after the T-34. No engine damage potential, and that's just allowing the Panther to completely overwhelm Dr. Jekyll's position. That one squad of conscripts out the back with no engine damage. It's an easy move for the Panther. Oh, and now the Obers and Volksgrenadiers just annihilate the anti-tank guys. Here we've got some Katyusha action looking for some revenge, and they do pick off the Obers. Panther's pretty healthy. The other one's way out the back next to the repair station. Coming in for the T-3485. Gets a Raketin shot, decides it's not a wise choice. And they steal away on the double anti-tank guns for Totener's sandwich. I think that makes a lot of sense. Pretty much boxes opponent completely out of tanks now. Panthers are here. T-3485 in some trouble. Panther closing the distance and doesn't pop the blitz though. Cautious approach from Olvadi. And the 85 does get away, but the Allies going to throw in the towel. Dr. Jekyll just there's almost nothing left, and they've decided they can't make a comeback, which I think is understandable. GG. Well, yeah, the Allies got off to a tough start. Dr. Jekyll losing 2 squads in the early stages. PutPut going for only 3 conscripts, no second combat engineer, no 4th conscript. So they really hit the Allies when it came to their very early fuel control, like maybe 8 minutes or so. But, you know, they got some strong team weapon action happening, mounting a decent comeback, even hit their medium tanks first. But then the Axis with some good Panther play, diving in, sniping off relatively undefended tanks time and time again. Eventually they just got too big of a lead for the Allies to come back. There was a really nasty walking Stuka strike as well, knocking out both Katyushas. That was a huge moment. Really well done by Toad in the Sandwich. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like a game to cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.